And we're recording. All right. Okay. So. Oh shit, balls. You got women on your phone there, do you? Got them dirty hoes you talking to, Jason?
Sluts.
What the hell? Anyways, can I please get to this? Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna the Romani people. See, this is another good one for the drinking game because I already know it's gonna fucking happen. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're starting now, guys. Out in TV land, that's not gonna see this part. Wait. I gotta see where we are. I don't remember. Fuck it. I'll just label this one because I'm gonna post this one like immediately after I do the video, so that these people that did request and are from Romania will be happy about my shit. Want to, keep the Eastern European people happy, so maybe they spread the word to their friends. You ready? Hey everybody, this is Brian.
Jason.
And this is the Perfectly Screwed
Podcast.
So what's happening, man? What's happening? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. We actually, see, what y'all don't know out there in Radio Land is that me and Jason sometimes do some of these episodes beforehand. I'm sure some people have figured that out. But since we do some of them beforehand, it's not every week that me and Jason be hanging out in the morning time because, we do have lives, albeit minor ones, but still.
Right.
Not the point. Not the point. Not at all. So, I want to start off, because I told you, there's two things I want to say right now and get off my chest. Because look, if y'all think on Facebook and the emails, I don't read them, I do. Jason doesn't, but I do. And I was accused, Jason. They besmirched my integrity. That's the right word, right? Okay. Didn't want to start off already. It sounded good. But they besmirched me, and y'all said that I haven't been participating in the drinking game. And for all of you who don't know, the drinking game is simply this. If I fuck up a word, I don't know why it's just me, but thank God it's not both of us, because God.
Well, because you do most of the reading.
You have a point, and I'm the one who fucks up all the words.
And you fuck up a lot of words.
Fuck off. Anyways, for those of you who said I wasn't participating, I am going to participate, goddammit. Look, fresh bottle of Jack.
Oh my.
And I've got, well, not fresh, but clearly. And I've got my tequila rose right here, shot glass. It has a pretty pink lipstick.
I will say you do.
It's beautiful.
You do usually partake in the drinking game, but never with hard liquor.
Hey, we're starting off right. Hey, they want to besmirch me, damn it. We're going to be besmirched.
Go big or go home.
Hey, look, first of all, I don't believe that I'm going to fuck up too many words. So I believe I'm perfectly fine in this.
Well, I hope you don't, or you'll be fucking slurring your words.
Well, I've got beers too, so
right.
We're cool. But yes, for all of you who said I didn't, there you are. And oh yes, so I was explaining the drinking game, my dumbass. Oh no, I explained it, didn't I? Okay, well, sorry.
Brian fucks up a word, you take a shot.
Yeah, how about if I mentally fuck up where I didn't know where I was?
No.
Okay, doesn't count. So secondly, we got a few new listeners recently. We got one from Romania, which is why we're doing the actual episode today, because I thought it nice for our new listeners, since they're from Romania, it'd be nice to do an episode on Romania. And I'm surprised actually we haven't done one yet, because this thing fucked up. Well, we're going to have to restart this whole thing again. That's the first time that one's ever fucked up. Well, that pisses me off.
I wonder what.
I don't know. We're going to try it again, though. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up again. Mm-hmm. That's the first time that one's ever had a problem.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, okay. Anyways, this is take 2.
Take 2.
Hey everybody, this is Brian.
Jason.
And this is the Perfectly Screwed podcast. So, this is take 2 on what we were just recording. We were about 2 minutes in, and our programming fucked up, and I'm hoping it doesn't do it again, because if it does, it's going to piss me off. But, of course, as long as it fucks up within the first 2 minutes, I'm fine.
Sure.
Yeah. 30 minutes, 40 minutes in, then I'm kind of a shitty person.
When it wipes out an episode.
Yeah, then I get real shitty and want to throw something. So, as I was saying, I was besmirched. I was told I'm not participating in the drinking game recently. You know what? I don't wear my shot glasses. So, for all of you jackasses out there, I'm sorry, I shouldn't call our listeners jackasses. Okay, for all of you
they don't mind.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. For all of you that wrote me on Facebook and said, I do not participate in the drinking game, even though it's my drinking game, I want you to know that I am today. See, I have my pretty little pink lipstick shot glass. And for all of you who say that's girly, I don't care. And then I have some Jack Daniels No. 7 Original Tennessee Whiskey right here. So if I fuck up a word, this is the drinking game for all of you who don't know. If I fuck up a word, if I fuck up a phrase, if I stumble over myself, please take a shot. I also have beer here, nice Busch Light Peach there, so that I don't get too wasted and really fuck up some words. Because I'd prefer not to. So as I was saying a little while ago, we have some new listeners from Romania. And since I like to include everybody in our audience, I thought we'd do an episode about Romania and some of the folklore and legends from Romania. And also because we get a lot of talk about, oh, you guys don't do paranormal very much anymore. Well, guess what? Today you get a paranormal episode. It's going to be about Romania. And so everybody's happy. This is just water, ladies and gentlemen, just for y'all out there. So, anyways, let's get right to it. Did you know that the, now see, I almost fucked up just then. I stopped myself before I said it.
Right.
It was about ready to start early. The Romani people are known as Romas. Isn't that a tomato? I wonder if that tomato comes from Romania. You know the little grape Roma tomatoes? I wonder if they're like Roman or Roma. You know, because they're called Roma tomatoes. So I'm wondering, you want to go ahead and look that up there, fact checker Jason? That would be lovely.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was wondering because, you know, they are called, the people of Romania are called Roma. And they're an ethnic group that have a long history in Romania and other parts of Eastern Europe. Mostly Eastern Europe, although they have, you know. Did you also know that calling Romanian... Oh,
no,
he's got an answer for us.
The Roma tomatoes are from Italy.
Oh, okay. So Rome.
Rome.
Yeah. So they just borrowed the name of Romania and said, fuck you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds like Italian bastards. Again, anybody who's Italian out there, I do sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart for insulting your lovely culture and your people. Now then, I'm not saying that priests fuck little boys, I'm just saying they've been known to do some things. I'm not saying that the Catholic Church is corrupt. All I'm saying, I'm just putting it out there for history's sake that, you know, historically, the Crusades, the witch hunts, I mean,
they may or may not.
They may or may not have killed some people.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So, you know, just putting it out there. But they're actually Indo-Aryan, which is interesting. Did you know that the Romanian heritage are actually part of India? They are Indian Aryo. So they're a mixture of Indian people from India, not American Indians, for all you jackasses out there. But man, I'm on a roll today. You know, I'm just
no shit.
insulting people left and right here. I don't need to drink. Goddamn. But yes, so they're from India and Anglo-Saxons mixed together. So that's where you get Romanians.
Okay.
Which explains their darker hair, their darker eyes, their olive complexion skin, the hotness of their extremely hot women. If you've never seen Romanian women, they are extremely attractive, most of them.
Yes.
Yes. Did you also know that calling them a gypsy or saying the word gypsy is actually a derogatory term? I didn't know that. I thought that was actually what, you know, wandering Romanians were called, but no, it's actually a derogatory term that you shouldn't use. Calling people that are from Romania gypsies, even though, you know, that's where the gypsies...
They don't like that.
I guess not. But yeah, it says it's a racial slur. The politically correct term is Roma or Romani. 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 R-O-M-A-N-I. Romani? No, that sounds like Romani.
Romani or Romani?
Okay, does that count as a fuck up? I want to know. Judge's opinion. Judge's opinion.
No,
I wouldn't say.
If you don't really know the word, you can't give it a
Exactly, thank you. Romania is...
But if listeners want to take a shot, they can.
I mean, yes, you feel free whenever you like. But Romania is home to an estimated 2 million Romani people. That time I got it right.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Making it one of the countries in Central and Eastern Europe with the largest Romani population. Well, I would think it was the largest Romani population. I mean, since, you know...
It's Romania.
Yeah, since, you know, home country and all. Just putting it out there. So let's get to some of the folklore. Now, one of course, the most popular places in Romania for folklore and myths and legends is, of course, and everybody's heard of it, is Transylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually is funny. Did you know Transylvania was actually its own country until right after World War I, and then they became part of Romania.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was always right on the Romanian border, like right there at the, you know. But they actually didn't become part of the Romanian country till after World War I. So we're going to start with Transylvania, although there is a lot of different Romanian folklores. But of course, you know, Transylvania is known for its myths about vampires.
Right.
You know, Vlad the Impaler, Dracula, stuff like that was all written about Transylvania. We also know about, you know, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein took place in the Romanian countryside and was based on Transylvania. The Wolfman, you know, all of that. But actually vampires, interestingly enough, are much older than that. I mean, there's vampires in ancient Greek religions that talk about demons that were bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
Christian religion had, you know, a vampiric type demon that would suck your soul and feed off, you know, humans for their, I guess that would be an emotional vampire. But we know them from Transylvania, I think mainly because of Mary Shelley. Or not Mary Shelley, but Bram Stoker. God damn.
Yeah, Bram.
Yeah, old Bram. Because he wrote Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
And Dracula was based on a character that he based in Romania and in Transylvania. So, yeah, bloodthirsty Count Dracula. But you know what's funny? Did you know Bram Stoker was Irish? He was actually an Irish writer. And from all accounts, they said he'd only been to Romania like once. Huh. So it's almost like, I kind of feel like it's almost like a racial slur against the Romanian people because they're, or Romania, what the fuck ever, Romas. We're going to call them Romas for the rest of the episode because you know what the fuck, I can't say the other word.
Romani.
We're just going to call them Romas like the tomato.
Hey, whatever works for you, buddy.
It'll make me more sober and less fucking up. I know that. But yeah, Bram Stoker was Irish. And he was, but Dracula was Bram Stoker's most famous book. And it's set in Transylvania, but there's also, you know, there's some interesting other folklores that come from Transylvania area that are actually quite famous, like the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper, who supposedly, you know, blew the whistle and took the rats out of England or whatever. Well, supposedly he did it in Romania too. There was a Pied Piper, and he comes to Romania.
Okay.
And Saxon's arrival. And one of the best known legends is that of the Pied Piper, a mysterious character that is related to the Saxons' arrival in Transylvania. So, you know, it kind of makes me wonder, because Romania now and Transylvania obviously is, like I said, Indo-Saxon. So it makes me wonder.
When you say Saxon, you're talking white people?
Yeah, Anglo-Saxons, yes. We used to be known as the Saxons before they just grouped us all together. I mean, technically at this point, Romans are white too. You know, they group all of us together. I mean, Indians are on the border, you know. You know, we're all just white people. The Saxons arrived, I guess, in Transylvania, so it makes me wonder if they were more of like an Indian or India type population before that. You know what I'm saying? Before the Saxons came and kind of mixed their blood in there with them.
Probably.
I'm assuming they were more darker skinned than they are now. Because being in that region, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, because that is close to Arabic regions. I mean, you gotta understand where Romania is. It is Eastern Europe, but I mean, you're not too far from other Arabic nations like India and Iraq and, you know, Saudi Arabia and, you know, Dubai. And by the way, have you ever seen Dubai or been to Dubai?
No.
It's beautiful. Beautiful place, Dubai. It's part of the United, I don't know how to say it, immigrants of
The United Arab Emirates.
Immigrants, yeah.
Emirates,
yes, yes. But anyways, back to the story of Mr. Pied Piper in Transylvania. So the story starts in the village of Hamelin, where a rat invasion brought terror among the inhabitants. One day a man dressed in moth clothes arrives in the village and offers his services to solve the problem with his magical whistle. I got a problem I can solve with my magical whistle, baby. That's right.
Come here, baby.
Yeah, come here, baby.
Blow on this magic.
Yeah, come here, blow on this magical whistle. See how fast them rats run in, girl. He was just walking through the streets of Transylvania playing the old skin flute, Jason.
Yeah.
The old skin flute.
Cures a lot of problems.
So he was walking through the village with his magical whistle. I have a magical whistle too. It's in my pants. Anyways, unfortunately, his success remains unrewarded, even though he got rid of the rats, supposedly. So he got upset and he leaves the village and returns on a Sunday. Why the fuck he returns once he was... I mean, if you're so upset because you're not rewarded for your achievements as the magical whistleblower, I don't know why.
Why you return, right?
Right, you come back. So he decides to go back on Sunday though, and he plays again his magical instrument. And all the children of the village start to follow him. See, now we're getting into Catholic Church again,
yeah.
And some of the priest things. So anyways, he's blowing away on his magical whistle, and the children start to follow him spellbound. Their trip ends in southern Transylvania, where the little ones settled, forming the Saxon communities. The legend meets the reality, as many people from Hamelin actually settled in Transylvania during the Middle Ages. So there's actually a statue. They have a statue in Transylvania of this Pied Piper fellow blowing his magical flute, which personally I find inappropriate. But he is. Here, I'll show you the picture. Look, he just, oh shit. Look, he's blowing away on his magic flute there. Craziness. So, there's some more stories from around Romania and Transylvania area. Here we go. Sanzine. Sanzine? Sanziene. Sanzine. Sanzine.
Sanzine.
The magical fairies. Sanzine, celebrated on June 24th, is a religious celebration that has roots in pagan traditions of the Romanian and Transylvanian area. Sanzine are gracious fairies that protect nature, represented by yellow flowers that bloom around June 24th. Several rituals are related to this celebration. One rite involves young girls. Yeah, it does. Those Romanian freaks. Boy, I'll tell you what. I'm not saying you're a freak, but it's got young girls and blowing my magical whistle. The young girls go around during Sanzine blowing on all the guys' magical whistles.
Right.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
It's a hell of a holiday.
It's a great ritual.
We need to get that here in America.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell we're doing over here,
You can celebrate it whatever day you want.
You're damn right. Yes, all the hot girls, please blow on my magical whistle. It'll make all the bad things disappear. That reminds me of How I Met Your Mother, where the character of Barney, he to pick up girls, he has this playbook, right? So one of the plays is he dresses like a genie and tells them if they rub his penis, it'll grant him wishes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the same concept here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So several that's definitely a shot, isn't it?
Take a shot.
That one. Rituals is what I was trying to say. See, look, for all of you who think I lie, now on YouTube, we have photographic evidence of it. You know, I don't know if I can post this on TikTok, to be honest with you, Jason, because I don't know if TikTok allows you to drink. Yeah, they do, because I see them drinking all the time.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't tell you, bud. It's rough.
Whoa, son of a bitch.
Oof.
You know it's been through... Oh, Jesus Christ. That was lovely. It's been 3 months since I've touched a drop of alcohol. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah. So that's the first shot I've had in 3 months.
Welcome back.
It was, what it is. Anyways, back to the story. Several rituals are related to this celebration. One rite involves young girls hiding Sanzine flowers under their pillow in the Sanzine night, hoping that they will dream their willed dreams. So I'm guessing, their fantasies. So young girls, I'm telling you, it's not looking good for Romania, Jason. It's getting rough here.
Well,
they're hiding flowers under the pillow, having wet dreams, blowing on whistles. I mean, it's a whole celebration those guys are having over there.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's as sexual as we're making it out to be, but...
I don't know what they dream of, Jason. How do you know what the Romanian women dream of?
Well, I don't.
It's Eastern Europe, Jason. They have looser morals there. It's not like the prudes that settled over here to run away from the fucking sex and wild debauchery that was going on in England.
Right.
Correct. So another custom during this is to throw a garland of Sanzine on the house roofs. If the flowers don't fall, the girl is said to be able to marry that same year. So, In the countryside, the Sanzines are represented by the girls of the village, dressed in white dresses, carrying flower spikes. They dance in a circle, recreating the whimsical atmosphere that surrounds the celebration. You know, this sounds like a good old culture there. I think, yeah, Romania sounds like a decent place to live. Really, not bad at all. Really.
Sure.
Yeah. So here's another famous
Romary?
God damn it. That's yeah. Uh-huh.
It's not Romary.
And it's shot time.
It could get interesting here, folks.
Shut the fuck up. Here we go. Well, I took one. It's been 3 months. Romanian.
Bottoms up.
To you, my loyal listener. I do this for you guys. I want you to know it. I do it all for you. Okay. You know what's sad? That time I wasn't even reading anything, Jason. I was just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another Romanian folklore is Miorita, which is translated as the little ewe lamb, also known as Miorița. It's an old Romanian pastoral ballad considered to be one of the most important pieces of Romanian folklore. It has numerous versions with quite different content, but the literal version by poet Vasil, oh God, Jesus, Alexandri, circa 1850, is best known and praised. This is the oldest known written text, arousing suspicion that the poet may have authored it entirely, until the discovery was made of a version from the 1790s. So, as the poem goes and the folklore goes, 3 shepherds, one a Moldavian, another a Transylvanian, and a third Wallachian, meet while tending their flock of sheep. In the Moldavian's flock there is black fleeced or black spotted and black muzzled animals. Or perhaps fleckled gray, it's hard to tell. It is an enchanted ewe lamb which can talk, and it informs its master that the other 2 are plotting to murder him so they can steal his livestock, his sheep, horses, and hounds. The shepherd is resigned to the fate of his own death, and instructs the lamb that in the event of his murder, the lamb is to go ask his killers to bury his body by the sheepfold. The ewe was also to tell all his other sheep that he has married a princess during a wedding attended by the elements of nature, marked by a falling star. This cosmic event with nuptial elements represents the Moldavian shepherd's vision of death. The shepherd also requested that his 3 instruments, a little flute, he had a little flute, Jason.
They love the flute.
Yeah, they do love his little flute, buddy. Yeah. A shepherd's pie made of beech. Oh, shepherd's pipe. God damn it. That's not a fuck up. I just read it wrong.
Right.
Shepherd's pipe made of beech. Or another flute made of bone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Skin
made of big bone, baby. It's not a little flute, though, gentlemen.
No.
No, ma'am. That's a big flute. Big honkin' bone flute there. And a third flute made of elder wood. Yes, it is made of elder wood, by God.
Nice.
Nothing like elder wood. Be buried beside his head. Well, where else would you want the elder wood buried? I mean, you gotta have it by the head.
Sure.
I mean, where else are you gonna put the blown flute but by the head? That's where I like to put my bone flute, Jason, when I'm getting hit. I mean, by the head. Yeah, anyways. So that whenever the wind blew, the flutes would play and the sheep would gather around his, I guess, dead, decaying body. The poem concludes with the shepherd's instructions for the ewe to act as a messenger to his aging mother. She is to be told the same story, and that he has gone off to marry a princess at heaven's gates, or marry the black earth in some versions. According to the shepherd's earlier instructions to give to the other sheep, what will become of him is that the hills will officiate as the priest, and the sun and moon act as his godparents. In other words, he is describing his own imminent death in veiled terms, completely allegorized as Romanian weddings. That's actually an interesting little folklore right there. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. A lot of sexual elements to that whole... I don't know why he wants 3 different flutes buried by his goddamn head, one made of elder wood, one of bone, and one, shepherd, whatever.
Yeah.
Based, but, to each their own. What you do in the afterlife stays in the afterlife.
I guess.
Yes. I can't believe... I'm sorry. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize to all the Romanian people in the audience. I did not fuck up. I came close. Don't you even start. I saw the look. All right? You were thinking about telling me to take another shot. Ain't happening. Now, look. I apologize to all the Romanian people in the audience. God damn it, I said people. I can't let that one pass. Now, can I? I mean, if I'm playing the game fair.
Right.
God damn it, we're going to have to switch to beer. I'm glad this episode's almost over. I really am.
It's been a rough one.
Oh, actually, I didn't fuck up that much. This is only the 3rd shot. There has been episodes that literally, Jason, I'd have had half this bottle gone by now.
Right.
To all of you fuckers out there in TV land. It's getting easier to take. It's amazing how that works. Okay.
Ugh.
You don't like Jack?
No.
I love Jack. So let's get back to some vampires here in Romania. The Romanian vampires were known as Mori. I guess Mori. M-O-R-O-I. Moroi. I don't know how you...
I'd say Mori.
I don't know. Mori. Yeah, I don't know how you speak Romanian, so... It's a Romanian word, mort, meaning dead or nightmare. And strigoi, with them classified as the living dead. Now, in Romanian folklore, vampires were actually reanimated corpses that fed mostly on livestock. They also sucked blood and attacked their own living families. They were also known as like a vampire witch kind of thing. Like the strigoi, were described as living witches with 2 hearts or 2 souls, sometimes both. So the strigoi were more like, I guess, like witches. And the Moroi or Mort were more like vampires, because they were like zombies, I guess, basically.
That's what they sound like.
Yeah, they were like zombies that were reanimated but had to feed on living blood to stay alive. So there was also many ways to become a vampire. A person born with a caul, an extra nipple, a tail, or extra hair was doomed to become a vampire. That sucks.
Yeah.
You got a birth defect.
You're fucking
You're
vampire.
fucked, bud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You got a
You're
tail?
fucked. You got
You're
a tail.
like a vampire.
Shit, obviously.
Yeah.
Clearly. You know, it amazes me, really, that people, which I kind of get it. I mean, we had no knowledge of science. We had no knowledge of DNA and things that were going on. So it makes more sense that people at that time, when things happen like birth defects, they were more likely to blame mystical things. Like, oh, it's a demon. Oh, it's a vampire, you know.
Yeah.
Makes much more sense. The same fate applied to the 7th child in any family if all of his or her previous siblings were of the same sex. Well, that's unfortunate. So, according to Romanian legend, if you have 6 brothers and sisters, or 6 brothers, or 6 sisters, one of the two, you happen to be the 7th child and you're...
Different.
Yeah, different. You're clearly the vampire.
Yeah.
You're clearly the witch.
You're the black sheep or the vampire.
Clearly you're the vampire.
Yeah.
Clearly. As well as if someone was born too early, or someone whose mother had encountered a black cat crossing her path while she was pregnant.
Damn.
If a pregnant woman did not eat salt or was looked upon by the village as a witch, her child would also become a vampire or a witch. So too would a child born out of wedlock, of course. Those are those Christian morals coming in right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're born out of wedlock,
Vampire.
clearly a vampire or a witch. Clearly, motherfucker. 100 fucking %.
Yeah.
There's no other excuse.
No, there's no explanation.
No.
It's clearly your fault that you were born out of wedlock and you're a fucking vampire. I don't know what else to tell you.
Also, anyone who was died an unnatural death before baptism was clearly a vampire.
Mm.
Anyone with red hair and blue eyes was potentially a witch. Makes sense to me, man. Yeah. Couldn't be, you know, there's Irish genes in that whole...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you know. Couldn't be. Obviously, you have a red-headed child or blue eyes. Fuck. You're clearly a witch. Clearly there's something odd going on in this motherfucking
Not
shit.
normal.
Not normal at all. The ones born with a tail are called Prikoliki. Prikoliki? Pricolici. Look, I want to apologize to our Romanian people right now that are listening to our podcast. Because if I'm fucking up your language, I apologize, but I don't speak it. So I'm just going to put that out there. But anyways, humans that were born with a tail could become a shapeshifter like a werewolf. And they could control their transformation.
Mm.
And their entire power was kept in their tail. And when they died, they became a vampire, but a wolf vampire.
Damn.
So they stayed in their wolf form, but they became a vampire.
Right?
You know, we don't have things like this in
No,
America.
no.
Because we're a newer country. And we didn't live really, the Americans, as it is now. I mean, the American Indians did, but the Americans didn't really live through the Dark Ages.
True.
And the Europeans did. And Eastern Europe especially was very affected by this kind of folklore and rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you know, a guy like me back then could have really cleaned up in the whole pussy department. Just saying. Tell them you have a magical whistle in your pants.
Right.
Next thing you know,
You're the Pied Piper.
I'm the Pied Piper. Just saying.
Period.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode on Romania and Transylvania and their folklore. And me and Jason, and especially me because I'm half lit at this point, we'll see you next time.
Later.
Okay, cut. That's for editing purposes later. Now, do you want to do the arrow thing? Because I'm lit, so I could do it. I mean, clearly. But, or do you want to do a different episode? Because I also have geared up, if you want to do the other episode, Donald Henry Gaskin, which is a true crime one. He was an American serial killer and rapist.
Yeah, let's just do that. That's fine.
You want to do Gaskin?
Yeah.
Good. I've got to do Arrow anyways later because I found out something. Somehow, Country Ho got deleted.
Really?
It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere. So, and funny, I was going to tell you, our TikTok following has gained 32 fucking followers on our videos, which is just the Arrow videos I post. That's all it is. It's the well, I'll show you in a minute. Give me a second, I'll show you exactly what's on our TikTok. Let me save this and we'll do Donald Henry Gaskin. You just want me to get wasted, don't you? Because if I fuck up words on this one, Jason,
Hey.
I wouldn't have fucked up with Arrow.
You made the game.
God damn it, you are right. It was better when I was taking bong hits. No, it wasn't. It was horrible, horrible, horrible shit. Oh. Look. Before we continue with this episode, we are going to do an old school joke. We're going to do Nut Blaster. Because all of those are definitely deleted. They're gone forever. Our first episodes.
Yeah.
So all the commercials from those that we invented, like Little Beaver and all those,
Right.
never existed. Just like our first Christmas episode. Gone. This Christmas episode is going to be real easy because if I can find all the shit from our first Christmas episode, it's already pre-made. Well, I remember the one, up on the housetop, reindeer for that you wrote.
Right.
Santa on the rooftop with their straws.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that is saved. Now, it should be shared. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to show you the TikTok real quick. Hold on. Because it's on here. It might be 22. I can't remember. It's either 32 or 22. Profile. Yes. Oh, yeah. Look, 75 people are following us. 21. No, we have 21 followers, 8 likes on all the videos, and we're following 75. But look, 22 on this one, 7 on this one, 5 on this one, 11 on this one. And that's in 2 weeks, Jason.
Nice.
Yeah. So, that tells me, guess what stupid my fucking stupid ass has to do? Record more Arrow videos.
Right.
So today, sometime, we got inboxes, leaked us. Liked your video, yeah. Cause see, that, right there, and this stuff is going on TikTok. To do this on TikTok, though, is a pain in the ass. Because we record for 30 minutes, I've got to cut it up. So it's a pain in the ass.
Right.
But, because TikTok only allow me to post 10 minutes at a time. Okay, now I've got to, fuck it. We'll just throw this one on too next. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Ready. Hey everybody, this is Brian.
Jason.
And this is the Perfectly Screwed
Podcast.
So, anyway, Jason, we have no subscribers, or I lie, we have plenty of subscribers. God, you know what? I'm already fucked up, Jason. I want to tell everybody, we record 2 episodes at a time, normally. So, if you listen to our Romanian episode that we just released, which when I release this one, it'll just be released, I've been taking 3 shots.
Yes, he did.
Of Jack after 3 months of not drinking a single drop of liquor.
Brian's all lubed up.
I'm lubed. So, it's all for you. All for you, our loyal listeners. Now then, back to what I was saying. We have no sponsors anymore, because from what, I don't know if anybody's listened to the previous episodes, our podcast provider dismissed us because we were too raunchy.
Yeah.
Way too raunchy, Jason. I've got to, unzip this. It's getting warm in here. And it's probably because I'm lubed up, but that's beside the point. Fuck off. But anyways, our podcast provider, which I'm not going to say their name. I want to so bad, but I'm not. They basically deleted the whole podcast. So it was a whole process of getting it back up. And that's why we only have to episode 49 actually ever posted. So we have our new podcast server does not let us have ads yet. So me, being the most amazing guy that I am, I went out and found some ads, Jason.
Okay.
So we have some ads to actually, that I wanted to put out there. So our first sponsor, Jason, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a bolt or a nut that you just couldn't break loose?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, you want to break the nut loose. You want to bust the nut, Jason.
You're just trying to bust and it just won't.
You're right, you can't bust it.
No matter what you do,
no matter
how
what
hard
you
try, that fucking nut just will not come.
I know, it just won't come. So you know what I do when I have that problem? I grab one thing and one thing only. That's a can of Nut Blaster lubricant.
Yeah, I love that.
Nut Blaster, that's right, from the makers of Grease Monkey, Jason.
I love Nut Blaster.
That's right.
It's a fine product.
They will bust a nut every time, lube it up like no one else. I've never found a lube that works as good as Nut Blaster. I'm just saying.
Every time I've used Nut Blaster and I couldn't bust a nut, almost immediately.
Oh my God, immediately.
My nut busted.
I mean, some guys don't have this problem. I've known some guys who can bust a nut quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. And, more power to them.
I mean, if you can get that off that quick, I say go ahead.
Yes.
But if you can't, if you have a problem like me and Jason do, really busting that nut off,
Get you a can.
Yeah, get you a can of Nut Blaster. That's what you do.
It's a great product. Oh, yeah. Fine product.
Okay, I wanted to mention something else. I didn't mention it in the last one. I just thought about it. Have you heard? I'm going to laugh when I say it too because it's funny as fuck. Have you heard? Well, there's two things about old Trumpy. We're going to talk about old Donald Trump today, boy.
No.
Oh my God. The first thing that I want to talk about, have you seen his new ad that he put out on Truth Social Media? His social media. It's a picture of Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton side by side. And I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember the exact phrasing, but it went something like this. He posted that picture side by side of Kamala and Hillary. And he said both of their political careers were affected differently by blowjobs. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know what? Whether you want to vote for Donald Trump or not, you got to say the nuts on this man.
He's a fucking character.
The nuts on this guy.
He's a character.
Dude, he has got balls the size of fucking coconuts. Yeah. I gotta say it. He does. He's oh my God.
He's entertaining. He's entertaining.
I cannot believe you said blowjobs affected their political careers differently. He's basically saying Kamala was sucking it to the top, boy.
Right. Oh, man.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
That's
you just
great.
alienated every woman that's going to vote for you. You've done fucked up that whole thing, but, fuck it. I say it this way. If you're going to go down, you might as well go down in flames, motherfucker.
Sure.
You might as well take it right to the hilt.
That's great.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. That is so funny. That is so funny. Although here it's perfectly screwed. Let me just say, we have no problem with Bill Clinton getting head in the Oval Office. None at all.
I don't.
No, of course not. Any red-blooded American man.
Right.
Especially married to that hideous bitch Hillary. Sorry, I apologize for anybody who likes Hillary Clinton, but, I mean, you could tell. Just looking at Hillary, you could tell good and damn well she was not giving Bill no pussy.
No.
Come on. Come on.
Not since the beginning.
Right. He hadn't had pussy since his daughter was born. Okay, that frigid ass, Karen looking bitch was never giving Bill no pussy. So what's the man supposed to do? Jerk off every day in the Oval Office? Nah. He's got a chubby, semi-attractive intern, wants to blow him. I mean, come on. What do you do? Long hours, he's stressful, and needs a release.
Do what you do.
Saying. I mean, if it helps the president make better decisions, I think that every president should get head in the Oval Office. That's my new policy, Jason.
I agree.
I think there should be
They should have
a
philosopher.
position of just hot women giving the president head in the Oval Office.
I don't see a problem with it.
Just saying. Make more people want to run for president, I tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're not talking about head in the Oval Office today. We're going to talk about Donald Henry Gaskin, Jr., also known as Pee-wee.
Okay.
He's Pee-wee!
Pee-wee Gaskin.
And for anybody who doesn't know about old Pee-wee, he was an American serial killer and a rapist from South Carolina. He was born in 1933 and died in 1991 of electrocution. And he got away with it for a lot of years. They found 8 or 9 bodies, maybe 10, around his house there in South Carolina. He has, though, admitted, now, of course, this could be bragging, because we know about sociopaths, psychopaths, and serial killers. They all want to be number fucking 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, number 1, but he admitted to killing well over 100.
Really?
He said that he threw some of them in rivers and shit of that nature. His daughter, I watched a documentary about this guy, and his daughter actually claimed that she was getting picked on in school, because he was in and out of jail most of his life. But his daughter said she was getting picked on in school, and he handed her a .32 fucking pistol, like a 6-shooter, and told her, look, next time those kids pick on you, you show them this and tell them you'll pop a cap in that ass. I said, God damn, boy. And she was like 7.
Oh, shit.
7 years old, boy. And Gaskin was telling her to pop a cap in that ass.
Pee-wee ain't fucking around.
No. Okay, so let's get into this guy. In 1976, a Florence County jury took only 47 minutes before finding Gaskin guilty for the murder of one of the 8 victims, Denise Bellamy, and sentenced him to death by the electric chair. But the death sentence was overturned by the South Carolina Supreme Court in February 1978, and rather than face a new trial, Gaskin pled guilty to the murders of Bellamy and 8 other friends and associates. He was given 10 concurrent life sentences to be served at Central Correctional Institution Prison in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, see, I heard that he died of electrocution, but maybe I'm wrong. Now, there has been 15 confirmed victims. He claims to have killed 110.
Damn.
He also liked to kill people in prison while he was there. They know that.
Really?
Like, yeah, he just stabbed people. Yeah, while at CCI, Gaskin murdered Rudolph Turney, a fellow inmate on death row, using C4 explosives.
Jesus.
Yes! He blew the motherfucker to hell. After his conviction for killing Tierney, he received his second death sentence, and that was administered in 1991.
Okay. So it originally
Yeah.
was sentenced to get electrocuted.
Yes, but then somehow
That gets overturned.
he got C4
Somehow this
into a
motherfucker gets
prison,
C4 into the
a
prison and blows his...
blew his cellmate to hell.
And that's when they finally said, okay,
Yeah, no, we gotta stop this
alright,
fucker.
we can electrocute
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
Just before his execution, Gaskin said, guess what, motherfuckers? I killed 110 people.
That's what it says?
Yeah.
Guess what, motherfuckers?
I killed 110.
What?
And that was his last statement in the electric chair.
Hell yeah.
He said, guess what, motherfuckers? You can fry me all you want because I killed 110 of you bitches. Fucking fry it! Pull the switch, bitch!
Talk about going
Let's
down
go!
in flames.
Yeah, baby.
Holy
He
shit.
said, blaze of glory, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Guess what, you motherfuckers?
I killed 110! Fuck Charles Stark.
God damn. Wow. So when...
Now, it's only confirmed, now given, that he's only killed 13, okay, to 15 people. That was between 1970 and 75. And 10 of these 15 were under 25 years of age, and 6 were teenagers. So 16 total. So, he was born in Florence County, South Carolina. He was an illegitimate child. He was small for his age, and that immediately gained him the nickname Pee-wee. As an adult, he was only between 5'4" and 5'5", and only weighed about 130 pounds. Which means, like, how'd he kill all these motherfuckers, man?
Yeah.
He was small, tiny.
Right.
Like most serial killers, we find that his early life was severely neglected by his mother, and he was abused sexually, physically, and mentally by a male relative, possibly his uncle. His mother apparently took so little interest in him that the first time he learned his given name was actually Donald was when it was read out loud in his first court appearance. Oh my God!
Wow.
She didn't even tell this motherfucker his real name.
Oh.
She just called him Pee-wee the little motherfucker. That's what she called him. The first time he found out his real name was when he was arrested.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's a hell of a mom.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. He was described as a great manipulator and a con artist. And he was described as street smart, but he also had a keen sense of humor and was very friendly, outgoing, and entertaining. Well, of course, most serial killers are. When he was 1 year old, Gaskin reportedly drank a bottle of kerosene, which caused him to have convulsions until age 3.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a hell of a mom.
Yeah.
His mom was right there, making sure he was all right. Boy, I tell you what.
Just downing kerosene.
Yeah, it's cool. In adolescence, Gaskin engaged in violent crime sprees with a group of fellow delinquents. I almost fucked up. Came real close.
You saved it.
Which included burglary. God damn! I didn't say that one.
Burglary.
Rules. See,
Burglary.
the difference is, really, I shouldn't have to take this shot, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Everybody else is listening to these 2 episodes separately.
True.
So, when they're taking shots, there could be whole days in between this. They don't realize I'm doing this within an hour time frame.
Yeah.
Fucking dicks.
I mean, it's true. But you do it for the, the viewers.
It's true, I do it because I love my audience. It's right here in my heart, guys. And the nipples. Anyways, back to Gaskin. So where were we?
Burglary.
Yeah, burglaries. See, that time I got it right. He committed burglaries and assault, and actually gang rapes. In adolescence, Jason. So,
Yes.
you're figuring 12, 13, 14 years old,
Yeah.
and he's committing burglaries, assaults, beating people up, and gang rapes. That's a good way to start a life right there. I don't know about you, but That sounds like a good damn Saturday night to me. I mean, what?
If you need a reason not to neglect your children.
Yeah, what red-blooded American male doesn't like to go out on a Saturday night, commit some assault, a little burglary, and some gang rapes? I mean, come on.
I don't see it wrong.
I see nothing wrong with it. I mean, come on now.
Come on, Pee-wee.
I wonder if the name matched the penis.
Probably.
Anyways, back to the point. At age 13, Gaskin was convicted of assaulting a young woman by hitting her in the head with an axe.
Jesus.
Yeah. When she caught him breaking into her family's home, he was sentenced to 5 years in reform school. This was the South Carolina Industrial School for white boys.
Didn't work.
For white boys!
For white boys.
Gotta love that racism, boy. Gotta love that old school racism. And during the time he was in the industrial school for white boys, they did not watch him, and he admitted that he was regularly raped by his fellow inmates up his ass.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey! That's one way to get you broke in right there. I mean,
So, yeah, this... Pee-wee's having a kind of a tough upbringing here.
But then he escaped from the reform school. He escaped. He ran away. Then he got married and voluntarily returned to complete his sentence.
Trying to get on the straight and narrow.
I guess. He was released in 1951 at the age of 18. He then worked on a tobacco plantation until he was arrested in 1953 for attacking and raping a teenage girl with a hammer over an alleged insult. So he thought she insulted him, probably calling him Little Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Probably saying that little dick can't please me, and he's like, yeah, bitch, I'll tell you. Here, take this hammer to the head, and then you're going to take the hammer to the cunt.
Right.
That's what you get. Anyways. So he was sentenced to 6 years for, well, yeah, okay. They were lenient back in the 50s, weren't they?
Dude,
Jesus
damn.
Christ. Like 51, you can hit a bitch in the head with a hammer, rape her ass.
6 years.
6 years, that's fine, yeah. That sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
Wow.
He was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment at the South Carolina Penitentiary. He earned his fellow inmates' respect while he was there by killing the most feared man in the prison. He stabbed him to death with a shank to the throat.
Damn.
He claimed it was self-defense. And because of this, he received an extra 3 years in the prison for involuntary manslaughter. Jesus Christ!
So this dude...
What kind of legal system did we have in the 50s?
So this dude beat a bitch in the head with a hammer.
He raped her.
Raped her.
6 years.
Goes to jail.
Then he murders the motherfucker. Yeah,
in the
murders the motherfucker.
And only gets 3.
Only gets 3. What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck? Just saying.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
9 years.
That's nuts.
And he committed rape,
And murder.
assault, and manslaughter in 9 years.
God damn.
He escaped from prison in 1955.
God damn, dude, they can't keep this guy on wraps.
By hiding in the back of a garbage truck, and then he fled to Florida. He took employment at a traveling carnival. He was rearrested, taken back into custody, and then he was paroled in 1961. When he was released from prison, he started committing burglaries again and fencing stolen property. 2 years after his parole, he was arrested for the rape of a 12-year-old girl, but he ran away before sentencing. He was rearrested in Georgia and sentenced to 8 years imprisonment for rape of a 12-year-old. 8 years. God damn, 50s and 60s, you could just go around fucking anybody you wanted, motherfucker.
Wow.
I mean, goddamn. 12-year-old, 10-year-old,
Yeah.
13-year-old, it didn't matter.
What's up with this?
Yeah, it's cool. We'll just give you a few years. You're all right. You're back out on the street. Go rape some more. It's cool.
That's wild, man.
He was paroled in 1968. And then he moved to South Carolina and began to work for a roofing company. Gaskin said his first non-prison related murder victim was a female hitchhiker who was a blonde, whom he tortured and then murdered in September of 1969 before sinking her body in the swamp. In his actual memoirs, he said, all I could think about is how I could do anything I wanted to her. How she was just there for me to use in any way I wanted. This hitchhiker was to be the first of many he said he picked up and killed while driving around the coastal highways of the American South. He classified all these victims as coastal kills. He said he killed them purely for pleasure, and he killed both men and women. An average of one every 6 weeks when his hunting feelings couldn't be quelled, or when he felt that he was being bothered. He said he tortured and mutilated his victims while attempting to keep them alive as long as possible because it got him off.
Oh my gosh.
He confessed to killing these victims using a variety of methods. He said stabbing, suffocation, mutilation, and he said he even ate some of them just to see what flesh would taste like.
God
damn!
This dude is psycho.
Gaskin later confessed to killing 80 to 90 such victims along the coastal highway, although none of these victims could be found because they were dumped in the oceans and they have never been corroborated. He said that he killed every 6 weeks or so, but he said he also only felt an overpowering need to seek out and commit a coastal killing the 10th day of each calendar month. So there's kind of a discrepancy to how many exactly he killed. We don't know.
Yeah.
He also killed an African-American couple named Eddie and Bertie Brown. He buried them behind a tenant house, but he would never give the location to actually where it was. He said that it was just a shortcut to go around Columbia, and he couldn't remember exactly where he had buried them. Then he also killed a man named Horace Jones in 1974, but again, that body was never found. In 1970, Gaskin committed the first of a series of confirmed murders. Primarily people whom he knew and killed for personal reasons. His first confirmed victims were his own niece, Janice Kirby, 15, and her friend, Patricia Ann Alsberg, 17, both of whom he beat to death. He said he was enraged because he saw them using marijuana, while others said he was attempting to sexually assault them. But he said, no, it was because I caught them using marijuana and it enraged me, so I beat them to death with a hammer. Jesus God. That sounds like good parenting, goddammit. There you go. They can never smoke weed again, Jason, if you beat them in the head with a hammer.
Oh my God.
God damn, boy. You know, the more I read about these psycho fucking motherfuckers, the more I'm like, really? Really?
I mean, yeah.
There is nothing about your logic that makes sense. Like, everything you do and say is just crazy. And it's amazing to me that these people are sitting here thinking, this is completely logical. This makes complete sense. If I beat them in the head with a hammer, they can't fucking use weed. Bitch.
Dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's nuts, man.
So, from 1971 or 1972, we're not entirely sure, he poisoned Mary Ann Dickens Jr., also known as Clyde, Martha Ann Dickens Jr., also known as Clyde, because of a rumor Pee Wee was the father of her unborn child. So, he had sex with this bitch, clearly. And she was telling people that he was the father of her unborn child. So he poisoned her and the kid and killed them both.
Mm. Well, that's one way to do away with it.
She generally was a lesbian, but was known to mess around with men from time to time. And she had been rumored to mess around with Gaskin. Her bones were found in a ditch, and they didn't identify her for years. Gaskin was also a racist and a complete and utter racist. And he raped and drowned both Doran Hope Dempsey, 22, and her 2-year-old daughter,
oh my God,
Robin Michelle Dempsey, in 1973. He was angry because he had befriended her a few years before, and she had already had, her daughter was African American and white, she was mixed, and he found out that she became pregnant with a second African American child that was mixed, and it enraged him, so he drowned her and her 2-year-old child.
Jesus. Guy had a little bit of an anger problem.
Yeah, and clearly a racist. So in '74, Gaskin shot his friend and criminal associate Johnny Sellers, 36, in the back of the head, and then stabbed and raped Johnny's ex-girlfriend Jessie Ruth Judy, 22, after Sellers asked for money that he was owed from the sale of a stolen boat. Gaskin said he feared that Sellers would reveal his involvement in the boat theft and sell. So he had to kill both of them. Because Gaskin was involved in an auto theft ring and a boat stealing ring. He said Judy was also murdered at the same time because she could have told police of my criminal activities, including murdering her boyfriend. Well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But doesn't explain why he raped her.
No.
I mean, okay, you murdered a bitch, I get that, but what the fuck are you raping this bitch for? So in 1975, he murders Silas Barnwell Yates, who was 45, and he slit his throat in a murder-for-hire scheme. So not only is he robbing people, conning people, stealing boats, stealing cars, in a gang,
raping.
Raping, but he also is a murder-for-hire assassin.
Yeah, he's a hitman.
Yeah, he's a hitman. So, the forensics showed that it was by a knife, but Gaskin, trying to brag, said he did it with just a karate chop. Yeah!
Yeah, baby!
I slit his throat with my thumb! Bah! Bitch!
Karate chop his fucking head.
Bitch! God damn, get the
This
fuck out of
dude's
here.
a fucking idiot. What the fuck?
So then in 1975...
What a jackass.
So in 1975, he also murdered Diane Bellamy Neely, age 25, who was separated from her husband, Walter Neely. She was one of Gaskin's closest friends and criminal co-conspirators who helped him steal things. On April 10th, 1975, Gaskin stabbed to death Diana Bellamy and shot her boyfriend, Avery Leroy Howard. Among other reasons, Gaskin murdered Diane Bellamy because she had threatened to report him to the police because he owed her money. And because Gaskin was allowing underage teenagers to have sex in his home and with him. Her boyfriend, Avery, was murdered because he had asked for money to pay for the attorney and legal fees to cover the expenses because they got caught for arrest and fraud and auto theft. Because Gaskin was worried that Avery would tell the police about his criminal activities, he had to murder both of them. Kim Galeckin was age 13. She was stabbed to death to keep from telling police that Gaskin had moved her from North Charleston without anybody's permission and was sexually abusing her repeatedly and then pimping her out to other adult men in his house. Oh my God. Wow. So he decided stabbing her to death would be the best way to shut her the fuck up, which, given, that does shut people up. Just saying.
Yeah, they're not gonna, yeah.
Can't talk if you're dead. I mean.
It's true.
Okay,
Man,
so.
what a psycho motherfucker.
Okay, John Henry Knight, age 15, was a half-brother of Diane Bellamy, who is Dennis Bellamy, Bellamy's sister. So he'd already killed Diane. Now he kills Dennis and John. He killed them within minutes of each other. Gaskin shot the two brothers in the back of the head on October 10, 1975. He had promised to pay Dennis Bellamy for some stolen guns that he had stole from him. When confronted by Bellamy at Gaskin's trailer home in the Prospect, South Carolina, he responded by offering to return the guns from the woods behind his home. He took Bellamy and his associate to the woods to retrieve the guns, but then as he grabbed the guns, he murdered both of them. So, he's supposed to pay him for these guns they stole.
Yeah.
Instead, he
Come
takes
back
the
here,
gun. Come back here, I'll pay you. No problem. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Come on back.
I'll show
He
you.
grabs the gun. Boom,
Bam.
boom. Yeah, bye-bye, bitch.
Paid.
Yeah, you're paid. So in 1982, he killed Rudolph Tyner. He was a death row inmate in prison for a double murder. He was murdered by Gaskin on September 12, 1982. He was appealing his death sentence after being convicted of a robbery of a convenience store and killing the store owner. The Moon's son, Tommy Simo, who was the store owner that this guy killed, hired Gaskin for $2,000 to actually kill Rudolph Tyner in jail.
This is the dude he blew up?
Yeah. So Gaskin told Tyner told him to insert some C4 inside the heel of a shoe and mail the shoes to him. This is the way Gaskin obtained the plastic explosive with a blasting cap, a long wire, and a radio speaker. Oh my God, I said speaker! God damn it! Fuck! We're getting low! Take a shot, motherfucker, take a shot. Look, you can't say I'm not in it for the winning.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Can't say I'm not following the rules now. So the next time y'all motherfuckers say I'm not following the drinking game rules, fuck you.
Right.
I can't believe I went through this whole episode not fucking up once. A radio speaker to create an imitation intercom speaker that Tyner put his ear to test.
Oh, God.
So he put the ear to the speaker, and then Gaskin detonated the bomb. So, Jesus Christ, think about this. This dude leans down, puts his head to the speaker, he pops the trigger, blows his whole fucking head off with C-fucking-4, dog.
In prison.
In prison.
It's wild, man.
You can say what you want about Gaskin. He was a fucking genius.
Yeah. He was not.
So here's his final arrest. Gaskin was arrested on November 14, 1975, when a criminal associate named Walter Neely confessed to police that he had knowledge of Gaskin's killings of Dennis Bellamy, age 28, and Johnny Knight, age 15. Nelly confessed to police that Gaskin had confided in him and that he killed several people listed as missing during the previous 5 years and had indicated to him that where they were buried. On December 4th, 1975, Neely led police to land near Gaskin's home in Prospect, where police discovered the bodies of 8 of his victims. He was charged for murder in May 24th, 1976, found guilty on May 28th, and sentenced to death, but they repealed the death penalty. So then he became life imprisonment for 10 fucking murders that they know of. The 8 they found plus 2 that they didn't. Then, though, when he killed his guy on death row, Tyler, they said, you know what, motherfucker? No. Look, you can't have life in prison, bro, because not only are you killing people on the outside, clearly you're insane enough to kill people on the inside, so we got to do away with this motherfucker. Yeah. We can't allow him in like anywhere. And I understand that, because look, you blew a guy's head off with C4.
Yeah.
In prison.
Yeah.
We can't let you just roam around the prison.
No.
Okay? We can't let you have life in prison.
No, you're
God knows how many people you're going to kill. You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fucking psycho, dude. We can't let you just go around doing this shit.
Yeah.
So while on death row, Gaskin said repeatedly he committed between 100 and 110 more murders. He said that he also killed a state senator's daughter, Margaret Peg Kunto, who was a missing person at the time. She was 13, and it was the daughter of James Kunto Jr. Some of the murders have been, said, we're not sure he did it. Maybe he's just claiming. And serial killers do that. A lot of them claim that they did stuff they didn't do.
Yeah.
But, seeing this guy's history.
More than likely.
More than likely. And then, he says right before he's executed, on September 6, 1991, at 1:10 a.m. in the electric chair, first of all, he tried to kill himself by slitting his wrists in his cell. Which doesn't make any goddamn sense to me.
Right.
Because why would you go through the pain of trying to slit your wrist? So they took him to the infirmary. They sewed him up just to kill him. So anyways, they took him to the electric chair, and his last words were, I will let my lawyers talk for me. I'm ready to go. Guess what, you motherfuckers? I killed 110 people, and you just now caught me.
He's a psycho, man. A psycho.
He says, I'll let my lawyers talk for me.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Now look, here I am. Strapped into the chair. I'll let my lawyers talk for me. I'm ready to go. Guess what, you motherfuckers? I killed 110 people and you just now caught me. Pull the switch, baby! Pull the switch! Bring it around the lightning! God damn, son. I'm just saying.
Psycho.
Not the most inventive that we've done. I'll give you. We've done a lot more inventive motherfuckers than Gaskin. Ted Bundy still tops my list.
Right.
But as psychopaths go, this guy had to be
right up there. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, hope you guys liked it, and we will see you next time.
Later. Fucking Gaskin.
End. Cut. Done. Dude, you don't understand. Oh my God, I'm drunk as fuck and I gotta do editing. God damn, dude.
Fuck that.